Yeah, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk, brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. It's Saturday edition. This is the platform whereby we talk about anything reasonable, anything discussable. What will both be an advantage to ourselves and to our viewers out there. This is a platform where you can get it. We talk. Basically talk. You are welcome to today's episode. I am Odunayo Adedere, and with me in the studio this morning I am
Brochi Mirilu, son of the prophetess, the man who resembles you.
Thank you so much for joining me, for letting us do this together.
Yes, we do nothing but talk.
Yeah, we talk to our viewers out there.
We talk to motivate, we talk to all our viewers. You can also join us
in the comment section. Let's
so
rub minds together.
Yes.
Yeah, on today's topic, today's episode, we want to talk about this outbreak in Nigeria. Despite the fact that Nigeria is currently facing hardship, hard economy, now coming in another outbreak out there is on a fast rising, which is cholera outbreak in Nigeria. So I don't know, what can you say about the current outbreak in Nigeria now?
Well, what would I say about the cholera? You see, there is measures to take for over this cholera outbreak in the country. I believe the president of the country, we have Minister for Health.
Yeah.
The president is there because he's the head of the country.
Yes.
There are some things that the president should have done. They should have swung into action, because I believe in the foreign country, even anything happens like this, before you get to know,
everything is under control.
Everything is under control. But in a country where we have the leaders' negligence on the issue like this, if you could recall what happened yesterday. According to the news, that the cholera has spread up to almost 30 states of the country.
More than now.
I believe it started from a state.
Yeah.
What are those things that those states have put in measure to have caused the spread of the cholera? Nothing has been done. All the leaders are after is just their pockets.
You know, it's so saddening that despite everything we are going through in this country, we have the failed infrastructure, we have the failed health sector, educational sector. Now, the health sector that we left abandoned are the set of people who are going back to meet. Yes. Because they will be the one to deal, they are the one dealing with this. Listen, now. Because once you notice anything in your environment.
When you talk about the health sector now, the health sector is nothing to write off. Last week there was a news where a doctor cries out that there was a shortage of medicine in
I think you were saying it whereby they are prescribing
herbs in the hospital. While the patient came to the hospital, the only thing they could only do to the patient is to prescribe herb for them to go and make use of herb.
In a country where
the leaders of the country are not even ashamed of themselves.
They can't be, because they have alternative to whatever happens to them. Let's not forget the fact that they can go and come into the country.
How long are we going to continue in this mess? All eyes are on us. How long are we going to continue? The same set of people that you represent, that we don't even bother about their health. Now, during President President Muhammadu Buhari, do you know how many people that went on Tom Elam Bridge that died? That jumped into the river based on the hardship in the country.
Just ask them what happened. They will tell you because
they are due to the inability for them to feed their family. Now, when Baba Loko came, do you know how many jobs that have been? Do you know how many people that have lost their jobs? How many companies are folding up, leaving this country, and they are not even bothered? Now, look at what happened. Before you get to know now, they will tell you that they are going to declare a state of emergency, that everybody should.
There is no how they won't do it, because the rate at which this cholera outbreak is fast rising is because.
And this set of people are those people that give us double taxation. We pay tax in the local government level, we pay at the state level, we pay at the national level.
That's triple.
What are those money being used for? We don't even have good. We don't even have access to good water.
That's why I said our infrastructures are bad. Our educational sector.
And you kept on collecting tax from us.
It's poor.
We don't have good roads. We don't have good hospital. We don't have access to good health. And if anything happens to you and your children, before you get to know, you'll be thrown out from the country.
The most, should I say, the most interesting part is it not even their children are here in the country to face what we're actually facing. So all they are doing is I am here alone for Nigeria business. Once it happens, all they just do is pick their private jet and they're out of the country.
You see, it will come to a stage. I remember when the first 2 months of the president, when he was sworn in.
That was this present president.
Yes, the present president. He traveled out to the United States of America, where he was advising Nigerians that they should come back home, that Nigeria is far better the way they left it. So is this set of people, they have access to internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have a saying that you do say that these people, they just come and they just believe they can just cajole us. Now, these people are telling that they should come back home. Is it that they did not see what is going on in Nigeria? Let me tell you this. Or they don't have people in Nigeria? That is where I'm going.
There was a day that I went to the airport, the Moritala International Airport.
Here in Lagos.
Here in Lagos. I took one of my friends there before traveling back to Ibadan. I have a meeting in Ibadan that very day. I left the airport around 4 o'clock.
PM.
4 p.m.
Okay.
Immediately as I stepped out from the airport, I received a call, an international call.
Okay.
That I should mind the route that I'm going to go through.
Somebody that is outside the country.
Yes, that the $10 bridge is on fire right now.
You that you were in Lagos did not know.
I don't even
know. Not until a call came in from
So this set of people, before anything happens,
they see everything.
At times, there are some news that might have happened for the past 3 days.
You wouldn't know.
That you won't know. And this set of people, immediately that is happening, they get information immediately. And this set of people that saw what is going on in Nigeria, you are telling them to come back to Nigeria, that Nigeria is far better with the mess that you, APC, have put the country into.
Nigeria has been experiencing a cholera outbreak since January 2024. The Lagos state government declared an outbreak on June 9, 2024, and 324 suspected cholera cases have been reported in the state, including 15 people who died and 40 who were discharged. So this cholera has been in Nigeria since January.
You know how many people have died? Since January.
Since January, there was nothing to be done about it.
All they until is to keep on borrowing, telling you, you see all the, you see this Senate House, the most worstest Senate chamber we've ever had in the history of Africa. That's if there is
a one like worstest.
Yes, the one that we have that has even put shame, that has put Nigeria in anarchy, was the present Senate that we are having presently.
That's the one led by Senator Godswill.
Led by Senator Akpabio, because when he came, they said he is going to be a rubber stamp president. A lot of people opposed it. He now promised that he's not going to be a rubber stamp. Within 2 days, there was a bill that was passed for the CGN to be paid 60 million naira.
Okay.
Then he was one of those people. Akpabio was one of those people, the #1 Senate president in the history of Nigeria, that has been sending prayer points to his members
inside their bank account. Inside their bank account. My question is, if prayer points can be sent to bank accounts, the federal government will not tell me that they don't have the details of all Nigerians.
That they can send,
because there is if they want to send all these spam messages, they want to send all this wider
messages, they know how to go to the network provider,
how to do it. So now you can't tell me you don't have access to how to reach people. Now if you have access to send prayer points to people's bank accounts, why can't you do that by sending prayer points to Nigerians' bank accounts?
Bank account, exactly the point.
Now this cholera outbreak has been in Nigeria since January 1. What did you do?
What are the measures?
Not until it started claiming lives of people.
No amount of money that has been set aside that, okay, let's set this money aside to fight this cholera outbreak. So this whole thing will not spread across the whole Nigeria. Now the whole thing has spread to almost 30 states now, left 6 states.
More than 30 states now.
996 local government within the 36 states that the cholera has spread into. What are the measures? What are the governors of the states? What are they doing? Recently, a woman died in Ijebu in Ogun State yesterday. Now all they could do is to send their condolence message to them, to the family of this.
I was saying something this morning, if you could remember vividly. I said very soon Nigeria will turn cholera case to the time of COVID-19, whereby a chart was brought out and you start seeing them recording. 10 dead in Lagos.
Yes.
10 dead in. Everybody was now looking for the highest number.
They've started counting now.
That's why I said they've not brought out the charts the way they did it during COVID-19. But very soon now they will bring out the charts. Now the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) reported that as of June 11, 2024, 1,141 suspected cholera cases had been recorded across 30 states in Nigeria since January 1st, 2024. So cholera is actually out there. Before we go into preventions and personal hygienes that we can actually do to keep ourselves safe from cholera, let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we continue from where we stop. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
From Bashot Commercial Break, that is our sponsor, Nokpa Herbals. They deal with Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Co, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Bitters, Herbal Flusher, Herbal Energy Powder, whichever you need. You can send a DM or call the number 0701010859. You can as well bring your advert in. Let's make your product to the whole world. And as well, you can be a sponsor for any show on WYTV. Before we went on that commercial break, I said when we come back, we'll be talking about things to do to make sure you are safe from cholera outbreak out there. Sir, I want you to know, and I want people out there to know that to be safe from cholera, one thing is your personal hygiene.
Yes.
Before the environment itself.
Well, let me say our people are really trying on the areas of cleaning their environment.
Okay.
I believe nobody will ever move out in the morning without washing their body, wash their hands. But there are some measures also that
should be kept in place.
Should be kept in place that we can repeatedly do often and often, like washing of our hands after making use of the toilet with some detergent or some soap that we feel that is hygienic to wash our hands. And let's make sure that our environment is clean. And then let's make sure that we also take some measures, because let me tell you this, the country is a mess. We are waiting for the federal government. I left Lagos yesterday. Down to Ogun State, where I live. Before I could go to it was almost 4 hours. I even blame myself. Why did I pay a visit to my family? Almost 4 hours on that road. A journey that should not be more than
30 minutes. Max 30 minutes.
Based on what your country has turned to. You see, we ourselves, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Because when we start blaming the government, when we're talking about the government,
what's the measure you took?
The government sees nobody in this country.
I even believe the government starts from your house.
Yes, exactly. So let's make sure our environment is clean, is conducive for our children to live. Most of the parents don't even care if their house are
clean or not. But you see them, they are the most beautiful outside.
Woman out there, or the beautiful man out there, but go inside their room. In fact, when you pay a visit to a lot of parents today, the way their rooms are, in fact,
it's an eyesore.
It's an eyesore. So let's make sure all our environment, and all this that are in charge of this sanitation should also buckle up their bed.
Yeah.
Because this is a duty call for them to make sure that their judiciary, where they are working, is clean and safe.
For as many out there, some people don't even know what personal hygiene actually means, because this they are saying wash hands, they just feel that is just what personal hygiene is. But I am here to actually tell you what personal hygiene is. Personal hygiene is crucial for maintaining physical and mental well-being. It involves practices that help keep our bodies and surroundings clean, reducing the risk of illnesses and infections. Those are the things that you do so that you be free from all this. Even if this disease wants to come and sees how clean your environment is, it will think twice I said,
yes.
what do I want to go and do here? This person is knitting up now.
Exactly.
So what are the essential personal hygiene habits that we should say you should inculcate in your day-to-day activities? I'll be mentioning this one on this note. We'll be saying bye for Let's Talk today. Number one, I have here, washing your hands frequently with soap and water. Not only when you go to the toilet alone, you wash your hands. For as many times you want to put your hand in your mouth, make sure your hands are clean.
Yes.
Because you see, under your nails, we have germs, and those germs
that
are not, you can't see them with your physical eyes. So people just say, I washed my hand not quite long, let me put it in my mouth. You already touched some things already. So do well to make sure you wash your hands frequently with soap and water. And the second one here says, showering or bathing regularly. We have some people that don't even take their bath at all. They will tell you that.
Are you sure?
I have somebody that said, Zimbabwe Moshani.
Are you sure of that?
The person said Zimbabwe Moshani. And somebody told me that, they told me they need their power time, my body, I will die.
That is going to be fed up.
I will die.
Will be fading up.
When I heard that, I said, do people like this still exist? So showering and bathing regularly is actually important. Brushing and flossing your teeth twice a day. It is one thing to do, because make sure you brush it because of all these germs as well. They store their mouth as well for their personal hygiene. Then using deodorant and antiperspirant. All these things are necessary so you don't affect. If I don't use all this deodorant and I come near you, what if I have body odor? And you might not want to embarrass me, but you would excuse yourself. I wouldn't know. So instead of making mess of yourself out there, do well to use deodorant.
Sometimes all these things that you mentioned, let's come clean and let the Nigerians know.
Yeah.
Those things are good to put in mention.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the person that waked up in the morning, that was thinking of what he's going to eat?
He's going to use deodorant.
What his family is going to eat. They don't even have money to feed on himself. Are you telling me that person will get the money?
That is why.
Will take the money to the market to go and buy perfume or buy.
That is why this one came first. Showering or bathing regularly.
You're talking of showering, yes.
Make sure to clean out all the sweat. All these ones are just secondary. This deodorant is just going to assist the first one.
If the country is conducive to do business. People will go out there, do their normal activities, business. Once there was a gain out from their businesses, there's nobody will ever
tell you to
think of saying he doesn't want to take care of himself.
All right, for as many families that are out there, I actually commensurate with the families that lost their loved ones to cholera outbreak. Wisdom Yard Online TV is coming out to tell you that stay strong. It is not the end of the world. So for such a case to not repeat itself in your family, make sure you take precautions. It is important. Wash your hands regularly. Whatever thing you want to make use of in cooking, make sure they are neat, they are sparkling, they are hygienic enough to use. Because without that, what happened can actually repeat itself again. And for as many that are still free out there from the hands of cholera, you can as well stand against it by making sure your personal hygiene is the top notch. Don't go down on your personal hygiene. We have some people, if you give them before they even collect it from you, they'll say, I'm coming, let me clean my hand, let me wash my hand. They will do it. So make sure you are not losing guard on your personal hygiene. By so doing, you can actually free yourself and your family members from cholera outbreak in Nigeria. Any word of advice before we actually go?
A word of advice, I would like to direct my speech to the Nigerian government. All eyes on you. Whatever you do today, makes an history tomorrow. I saw in a post, I think that was yesterday on Facebook, where the picture of Yaradua was brought out. And then I said PMS was 65,000 naira.
65
naira per liter, while the bag of rice was around 6,600 naira.
And we were lamenting them.
Then a lot of people still complain, but for now we are giving kudos to the ex-president Yaradua. So whatever you do today makes an history tomorrow. Listen to me. We have many of the heroes that fought for the independence of this country that died.
Our Baba Dobale,
but their children today are still enjoying what their father fought for. If you think that because you have money today, you can do whatever you like to the Nigerians, no problem.
Keep on doing it.
Your children are there. The consequence will surely come to your children.
All right, thank you so much for joining on today's show. Thanks to all our viewers who stayed glued to WYTV and our sponsor, Nokpa Abals. We say a very big thank you to you. Till we come again on your screen, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our X account, on our Instagram, on our TikTok, even on our WhatsApp. And you can connect us on 0701010859. Till we come again on your screen, be good and be fine. Bye for now.